Hey Kelvin, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Lovely to see you again.
Yes.
I met you like 2 years ago, but lots happened since then. So it's all good. Congrats on the movie, dude.
Thanks, man.
It's so lovely. I was telling everybody else this morning that I had my mask on and I was crying, but a dark room was probably a good place to look look like that in a better state. Tell me about how you got involved with this and the role of Christian and what he's meant to you since you've been performing him.
Yeah, I was sitting. Actually, I was supposed to meet with Joe when I was in London at the top of 2020, and right before pandemic hit, and then it didn't happen, and then eventually I get an email, and it was like Joe wants to Zoom you, and I was like, what is this Joe Wright like prank? What's going on? Like, I don't get it. Like, does he want to meet? Does he not want to meet? Is it real? Who knows that I love Pride and Prejudice? And so eventually I get on the call. He tells me about Cyrano de Bergerac. I read the screenplay, and then I go back and I call him again, and we talk about Erica Schmidt's adaptation with Peter and Haley. And I was like, "Whoa, you want me to play Christian?" I was like, "I'd be honored." And I basically talked to him about my interpretation of Christian, and I think he obviously responded to it. And suddenly we were in Sicily, and it all happened like that.
It's not. I guess that's nice when that happens in the acting world that something happens so smoothly because it doesn't always go that way, does it?
That's so true. That is so true.
um, One of the great things I loved about this interpretation was that you guys, as even though it's a musical, the lyrics, everything comes from the prose, from the words that are in the original book. But singing live, I can imagine that gives you so much freedom to do to act at the same time, because with other musicals you'd probably pre-record it 3 months before. Is that very kind of engaging for you guys in the sense that you're creating that intimacy live and it's going on camera live?
I didn't even realize how much it would affect the performance because I was a big advocate at first. I was fighting for using the pre-records because I was so scared to sing live. I was like, I don't know, like I don't know. I'm not a singer. But I was surprised to find that it was such a rewarding experience to be able to go from a scene and not have to just cut and then go and lip sync to something you recorded maybe a month or two ago, and
Yeah.
actually just be in the moment and allow the moment to continue to propel us into the song, and what nuances and layers that kind of come into the vocal performance as well as the storytelling when you do that. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful, and I think it translates well in the movie as because of that.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you massively. And obviously, Peter and Haley have done this before. They did it in the theatre when they did this small theatre thing, and now it's obviously expanded. How were they? How welcoming were they to you to come into this? Because obviously they've done it before, but this is still slightly different in that you're doing a film adaptation. They must have been great to work with as well, I can imagine.
Oh, they were incredible. They were absolutely incredible. I remember the first time I saw Pete in person was at he was in stunt rehearsals, and I was about to start vocal lessons, and he like saw me in the hallway, and he was like, "Dude, I'm so excited. I can't believe you're doing this, dude. You're gonna be great." And I was like, Peter Dinklage. And I just kind of lost. I didn't have words all of a sudden. I was like, I guess I'm in the right space now because I don't have words just like Christian. And that's when the dynamic began. But they were so comforting in terms of like allowing us to find our characters in our personal relationships, but also leaving them aside to an extent and giving me the guidance of what they learned from doing the stage production and how they envision the film. So that collaboration was it was fun. It was fun, and it was really interesting.
Fantastic. Well, look, I wish you all the best for the movie. Thank you so much for your time today, and yeah, pleasure talking to you.
You too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey,